Or we should be. Also, before I do anything, I need to change the headphone that was in my ear because it was making me sound weird in my head, and I didn't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just open my stream so I can get the chat up. That was a fun stream though that we just did with me and my brother. Um, hold on, block. Uh, is my chat broken? Or is it just my thing being weird? It's just my tab being weird. Okay. YouTube was being weird. I have to go reload my stream again. I actually might have to go into my videos and manage some stuff because this is being very weird. Options, customization. Um, ooh, why is it being like this? Here we go, control room. There's the chat. Pop out chat. Is the time it was supposed to start set wrong? Are you good later? I'm good now. Relics from Deltarune? I'll be honest, I've never played Undertale or Deltarune. Um, and I think that's a critical flaw just with me as a person that I've never played either of those games. The heck? OBS, are you good? Maybe I need to create a new thing. Yep, I just had to create a new one for some reason. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. No, oh my god. The way that OBS like automatically snaps things to like fit pisses me off more than I could ever communicate. Like I don't want you to just do that. I'm doing something with a purpose. Why would you do that? Why OBS? Why? I'm gonna go bonkers right now. Stop. I want the chat to look pretty. I want my chat to look pretty. And this looks real stupid on stream right now, I know for sure. God. Oh my lord. Oh my good lord. Maybe I just have to straight up make this thing longer. Maybe that'll help. Okay, well, not that long, but like. Well, that kind of almost matches what I wanted it to look like. Yeah, sorta. That works. Okay. Turn off Snap to Grid or something. I wish I could learn how to do that. You know, I really do wish that I just knew how to do these things. I'm not the smartest person in the world. All that being said, I am gonna just turn on some lo-fi music real quick because I feel like it would be weird to just have it be me talking. Tell me if this is too loud. It shouldn't be. Also, tell me if it's too quiet. But like, just want to make sure that everything sounds good. Specifically random weird. Oh, hello. Hi. How was the other stream? It was good. My brother, what is it? It's Caitlin Clark's first WNBA game, so he just really wanted to watch that. So, uh, he had to go away, and the stream was fun. I think he's never played an answer game before. He's watched me and my sisters play them, so it's his first experience really doing it. But I thought he did a pretty good job. I was helping a lot, but I still think he did a good job. Um, Deltarune mentioned. I was saying I've never actually played Deltarune before, and I consider that to be a character flaw of mine. I need to move my mic around. My mic was literally facing not towards me, which is weird. Also, my mouse pad need to move. Good lord. I see my desk is really small, and it's kind of hard to fit a microphone, a pop filter, a drawing tablet, a laptop, etc., like a mouse pad, a full keyboard on this small ass desk. It's kind of frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. The image reminds me of Rolux from Deltarune. Random weirdo, Trimdor was racist. Trimdor was saying some weird stuff. Some weird ass stuff. Anyways, I'm animating, I did a poll earlier today actually, which was, which video of mine do y'all want to see? And I'm animating currently the one that won the poll. I'm still on my first playthrough of it. It's really precious. You're making it work though. Aw, thank you so much. I do need to. I just had to move my mic over because I need to move my tablet over slightly. Okay. I also need to pull my chair in. I had everything in my desk set up for streaming with Trevor, which required me to like reorganize my entire desk. And that was not the best, to be honest. It was a very cramped fit. And also, I have to take out my headphone with the music on. I'll leave it on for y'all, but it was so loud in my headphones, and I really don't know why. I think it might just be the whatever cheap pair of headphones that I'm using for that stream. Where did my animation timeline go? Okay, there it is. Scroll down. I was right here. Okay. Creative resets itself way too easily. I'm trying to shove a wire into a bead lol. I didn't make bracelets, but my interesting ex did make bracelets. I still have some of the bracelets he made for me, and I used to call when he would make them, and something that I do remember is how frustrating it was to try and get the bracelets to work properly, like putting wire through them and everything. By the way, you can call me Layla or Logan if it's easier than my tongue twister of a username. That is good to know. It's funny if you call me Muffin Muffin, but my real name is Shroud or Buzzy. Dear Lord, big eyes. I'm learning people's names. I love that. Okay. Layla, Logan, Shrouder, Buzzy. That's good to know. Thank y'all for telling me this stuff also. This is not the brush I use for erasers. As I was erasing, I was like, this isn't right. Uh, my, I feel like I'm fine with people referring to me as like Loiter and stuff. Not like for my name, but like on YouTube and stuff, I'm fine with it because it's my channel name, it's my username. People refer to YouTubers by their channel name all the time. I do think my actual name was revealed on accident during a Minecraft stream. It is Ethan. My name is Ethan. Also, my name is Ethan. Um, I just realized real quick, fuck me. Um, I'm moving my microphone because my setup not the best, and I know I already moved my microphone, but I'm moving it to the other side of my desk. Sorry if that sounded weird, but I couldn't move my arm, dude. Yo, I didn't miss anything. Welcome back to this stream. Nothing much. Eth. Okay. That's my wonderful, lovely, amazing girlfriend in the chat, by the way. I love them. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with them. That's not the right brush. Why do I keep doing that? I've gotten most of this animation done. Like, I've gotten all the actual, like, animation itself done. Um, but right now it's mostly just coloring, shading, stuff like that. Also backgrounds, I need to do backgrounds. That's such a cool name. Thank you. What's up, my boy Ethan? Not much. Literally just kind of animating right now because I'm still in the mood to stream, but my brother can stream. Um, I'll turn the music volume up for y'all on the actual OBS thing, but uh, it was so loud in my ear, like literally hurting me to listen to it. Um, it should be good actually for y'all still, hopefully. Um, Ethan, Ethan, my bestie, my girly Ethan, my prom dress Ethan. OMG prom outfit. I do have, hold on, I'll pull it up right now. File open. I don't know what I would have saved it as. I genuinely don't remember. Um, oh, there it is. This is the follow-up to the prom outfit. Um, it's definitely not finished, as you can see. Like, hey, why does half of me disappear here? I could not tell you why that happens. I don't know if I colored this frame, and if I did, I don't know why it's gone. Um, help the 5K loiter pointing. I made that when I didn't have my drawing tablet, and I didn't know. It's when like I was blowing up out of nowhere, and I was like, I have to make like a post about this. So I straight up just like Googled like Wojak pointing PNG transparent, and I used my mouse to color it in. Um, I don't think this is a face reveal per se, because you can find my face on my channel, I think. You can definitely find it on my TikTok and stuff. But I had the like screenshot in my one of my actual prom photos, uh, side by side. As I was like going looking through for like prom photos to put next to me like this, I realized I don't have a lot of prom photos that are like of me. Like a lot of them are mostly my ex. Um, so it's kind of a struggle to find one that like one that looked good and like fit into this border. I've never seen your face before. I mean, I'm fine with like putting my face out there. I don't think I draw attention to it very often. Um, but I mean, my face is out there. You can find out what I look like. Slade, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, yo, you're a gorgeous specimen. What? Thank you so much. I will say, my prom outfit is one of my favorite outfits I've ever worn. I do think the jacket was a little too big for me. Y'all can't see it, but in the actual photo, the jacket looks huge. Like, it's definitely a size too big. I should have had it tailored or something. Uh, Pog, Chicken cheese. Alright, boys, calm down. Sorry, my bad. You don't have to calm down. Not, not good is my girlfriend. They can say anything they want about me. Anything they want. My bad, chat. Sorry, chat. Oh my god. This isn't the one that I'm working on right now, though. I animated this entire thing in a day, by the way.
These flyers won't hand themselves out!
That entire thing I did in like a couple hours. It's insane what I can achieve when I just like am actually focusing on something. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to work on the shadows for these. I always do the eyes of all my characters a layer over the actual animation, just because it makes things easier. The eyes and the mouth I always do over. The bangs, sorry. God, I've thought about getting a haircut. Um, I want to dye my hair like properly blonde again, cause I used to be blonde as a small child, and my hair has gotten kind of darker as I've gotten older. It's still blonde if I'm in like bright light, like in the sunlight, my hair will reflect blonde, but it's definitely darker. So I want to dye my hair blonde, and as I was thinking about that, I was like, maybe I should get bangs or like any sort of haircut because I haven't cut my hair in years. Um, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead turn that volume down on this animation just so it's not too loud for y'all. Because I'm like pretty sure y'all can hear this too. Actually gonna do it a little bit more. Because, okay, so lower it a little bit. Just like that should do. Get a fade. Get a long Spider Gwen cut. I don't know. Here's the thing. I want my hair to be long. I've said it a lot of times um on this channel where I would say that I'm vaguely trans femme. I don't really know how I identify. Um just generally speaking. Just unlabeled, I guess, right now. Um, but like I know for a fact that I don't want to cut my hair. Like I don't want it short in any way. Um, just because I've even before I knew that I wasn't exactly cis, I can vividly remember as a kid begging my parents to not cut my hair. Like I used to literally cry when I would get my hair cut. Which, by the way, how did I not put two and two together sooner? I don't know. Um, but after my parents got divorced, I guilt tripped my mom into letting me not cut my hair. Um, so that was a win. I consider that a win in my book. Um, and I have not cut it since. I literally have not gotten a haircut since. Both my parents have begged me, to let them like take me to like a hairstylist or something and get my haircut, and I said no every single time because I don't want to. I don't wanna. Oh, guys, I'm so crazy about Spider Gwen. She's so everything. What do you mean by that? Say, bro. I'm a strong believer of trans femme Spider Gwen. You can see that. even because I know she has the protect trans kids flag in her room, even if she's cis, like canonically, I still really like the headcanon of her being trans femme. There's just not enough trans femme characters. Especially in like superhero shows. Like I'm trying to think of like the only trans superhero that I can really think of is Halo in Young Justice, and they're non-binary. But they're not non-binary because they like identify as such. They have to do like some roundabout way where it's like they're actually a robot in a human's body, so they don't have a concept of gender, which like you can just have a non-binary character be non-binary. You don't have to, you know, do that. You don't have to do all that. Um, though to be fair, they do have they have full-on gay marriage, like polyamorous gay bisexual marriage in that show. Eh, Um, Young Justice went woke in the fourth season, that's for sure. Um, ugh, that's genuinely such a powerful story. My hair has always been long, which is super annoying because I wear wigs. Do you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? Bro, you need a haircut? How are you going to pull the bitches? What do you mean, pull the bitches? I have a girlfriend. I have been dating a girl for 6 months. Literally, go to my channel. The last video I posted was a hand-drawn animation, pen and paper, that I colored by hand too, for their birthday of us being cats in love. Because that's literally what we are. I love my girlfriend. Okay, this past week, I cannot, like, words cannot explain. I am so in love with my girlfriend, you guys. Like, I, I am so utterly just in love with every single thing about them. Um, like I was watching TikToks and a guy was like making this video being like, I love my girlfriend so much that it makes me physically sick to look at anyone else. And I was like, yes, real, literally real, literally me. I don't want to talk to anyone else. That's not my girlfriend. He gets it. Did that finish? No, I didn't do these ones yet. Okay. Or these ones. Okay, that's good to know. Um, yikes, dude. Loader has a partner in the chat. Oh, my bad. That's so gay slash positive. Thank you. Also, welcome to the stream. Um, when will you wear wigs? I think about that video constantly. Have you worn wigs? No. Will you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? Maybe. When will you wear wigs? I love when I do German accents and stuff, just adding V's to every single word. I know that's not how they talk there, but in my head it is. Europeans are also so silly. They talk in their silly little ways. Speaking of Europeans, I'm learning Polish. I'm actually very, very, very Polish, which makes sense why I'm vaguely trans femme now that I think about it. Um, but yeah, no, like my dad is half Polish, my mom is fully Polish. Um, my great grandmother was a Polish immigrant, and something that kind of always made me feel sad is that my grandmother and my great grandmother were both extremely Polish, and my mom was raised very Polish. But it's that thing where like people losing their culture after immigrating, especially to America, or just like Western countries in general. Like my grandmother spoke fluent Polish, but never taught my mom how to speak Polish, and like just like losing stuff like that. Where I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to like learn about my like culture and ancestors and stuff like that. Just because I think it'd be interesting. I love history and stuff. Um, so I'm learning Polish, so that's pretty fun. Um, my apologies to Shorty. Ah, yes, the thing I put on my head, Vigs. The fact that he was lying and he was wearing wigs. I almost said wearing wigs. Jesus Christ. He's a little liar. I'm the child of an immigrant and I really want to learn his language, says same. Do it! Duolingo is free! I'm kind of taking my sweet time learning Polish, but I'm definitely learning like the language, which is pretty cool. Polish, by the way, um, I can say this because I'm Polish. One of the stupidest languages I think I've ever attempted to learn in my life. I hate how how many how many words are just like implied. Like you don't actually say them, but it's implied that you're saying them. It hurts my head. Also, given that English doesn't use accent marks, it's very interesting to try and learn how to use accent marks. Um, just in any word. Like learning, because Duolingo also does not tell you the context behind a lot of things, which is kind of annoying. But I'm kind of picking up on stuff now, like A's with what is it? A's with not an accent mark, but hold on, let me just draw it. You would draw an A like that, but this A is drawn like that. Silly little stuff like that. Where it tells you if something's plural or not. Like it'll tell you the difference between, hold on. Kobieta, that's woman, and Kobieton is women, I believe. No, wait, is it the other way around? I don't remember. Whatever. But like you get my point. One's the plural, one's not the plural. And it's differentiated by the A. Yeah. I just think it's neat. I think it's neat and I'm learning it. And I'm learning it because I'm picking up on context clues, which I like. Um Duo doesn't carry his language. There, shorty. There. My pronouns, as listed on this channel, are he, they, although I go by any pronouns. I feel like my pronouns kind of fluctuate just because I mean, I said it already, like, I don't really know how I identify. I, I don't think I've ever fully put a label on myself, just because I want to really understand how I feel about who I am before I put any sort of label on something. Um, but yeah, I don't know where to go with that. What's your Duolingo streak? Mine is 38. Mine was like 16 or something. I break it a lot just because I go through phases where like I get real busy and I just don't have time for Duolingo. Let me just put that there. And I'll just erase. Look at me being smart and planning ahead. Whatever. I was gonna control C that tiny little mistake, but that wouldn't have made much sense. I can just draw right over it. My dad immigrated to America and never taught me Spanish completely, so I have to take Spanish in school. Damn it, Duo, learn. Kano. Oh, that's what you meant. I was completely blanking on stuff like that. When you said Duo doesn't carry his language, when you said his language, I thought you were referring to Duo as in the owl, the Duolingo owl, and I was like, I didn't know he had his own proprietary language. And if he did, I don't know why he wouldn't carry it on the app. I was being real stupid there. That is kind of weird though that they wouldn't carry his language. That's dumb. Duolingo should have literally every language. My mom used to tell me stories where, because her mother and my great grandmother could both speak perfect Polish, that they would speak to her in Polish and then they would forget that she didn't know Polish because they never taught her Polish. And she was saying like, yeah, it used to really piss me off. And I was like, why didn't they teach you Polish? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, this is why I need to break the chain. Break the chain of not knowing Polish in my family. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for also, because I've been going to bed earlier lately, and that's been doing wonders for my general well-being. Because I usually am up at night a lot, but being up during the day, I'm seeing a lot more sunlight, which is so cool because I don't usually see any. Um, Although the slight issue is I am waking up at like 1 in the morning on accident. I don't know why. My brain just does that. But I'll probably be streaming for at least like another hour or two, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes, how eepy I get. Um, his language is a niche language in the Philippines, so you know. Purge the poison, as you could say. Need to purge the poison from our system. So human beings, listen. Tell me, who do you think you are? It's your own decision, but your home is now your prison. Purge the poison, ironically, probably one of my favorite songs off. Um, why am I blinking on the album name? I own it on vinyl. What is the album name? Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land. I just looked at my vinyl collection. Um, that although I think my favorite track off of Ancient Dreams is probably Pandora's Box. I'm a sucker for a good, well-written, poetic song. Although every single song off that album is amazing. Pandora's Box and what is it? Not Venus Flytrap. No, Venus Flytrap. That's what I was talking about. Yes, Venus Flytrap. I know that money ain't important and it don't mean you're the best, but I earned it all myself and I'm a millionairess. I should be motherfucking crazy. And she ate with that. She ate with the entire album. And the deluxe version too. Oof. I cannot wait to buy her poetry book. Um, I don't get the exact reference because I only listen to a few of her songs, but she really does slay. Wait, aren't you the person who likes Woolwood? My PFP is Woolwood, so you know. Yes, I heart Woolwood. What's your favorite animal? Favorite animal? That's a really good question. I, oh my god, I know what it is. Hold on. I need to pull up a picture of this so I can pull it up on stream. Magna, in a, I'm pulling this up on stream. This is one of those things where this is like literally a hyperfixation for me. This fucking squid, every single time I have notifications on for a channel every time there's new footage posted of the squid because there's so little we know about it. We've seen it like everywhere around the world, so it's not like it has a specific habitat. We don't know where it'll be. We know almost nothing about it. Every single specimen we've ever found that we like have that we physically obtained has been a baby. And the babies are like the length of a school bus. Like this is like 100 feet. This is an insane squid. It's literally called the big fin squid. And what's crazy to me is that we like we know we know way less than like nothing about them. We see them doing tons of weird shit. Like sometimes they'll just be floating there. This is from the first time we ever saw them. This was off the coast of Japan, I think. It was just floating there. But we also have footage of it hunting, and it's moving insanely fast. We have footage of it dragging its fin or its tentacles along the seafloor. We don't know what it does. We don't really know why its tentacles are so long. We don't know how long it can actually get in the wild. Like, it's. I love this thing. Go watch the where is it? I just saw an image of it. This one. Go watch this video about it. That girl does amazing videos about marine biology and stuff. Um but yeah, that's my favorite animal. Um my favorite animal is a jellyfish. We love jellyfish. Going back to calm loiter. Um Rats are my favorite animals ever. We love rats. Love a good rat. I don't want to judge, but rats are crazy. They're really good pets. Rats are very, very intelligent animals, and they're also very, very cute and affectionate. Obviously, don't pick up a rat off the street, but like, rats do make good pets. Uh, Turn it down, capacity down to 40. Merge layer below. Merge layer below. Okay, there we go. This is a freaking cool animal. Oh my stars, it's so cool. That's so terrifying, I love it. My favorite jelly is probably the moon jelly. One of my favorite types is the moon jelly. They're so precious. Sea bunnies? Oh my god, wait, what do they look like? I've seen a sea bunny before, but I can't remember. I remember thinking they were cute. Oh, look at these. Look at. That's just a little guy. Oh my god. That's just a little guy. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know algebra. He doesn't even know long division. Oh, oh, I love sea bunnies. Honduran white bats are so precious. I might need to hold on. Pulling up another opera tab. Nope, it still turns off the music. I didn't think it would. Well, actually, it might help if I just straight up open the link in YouTube and I'm not just having it play out of a Google tab. That might stop that from happening. Honduran white bats. We're gonna show these guys off. Oh, they're so tiny! Oh my gosh. You guys. They're so tiny. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, they make plushies of them? Look at, oh my god, his little tiny wings. These are very adorable. Cornucopia and Daddy would agree with rats. Who needs math when you're in the sea of a bunny? Alright, goodbye, boys. Goodbye, boys. I heard way too many zesty things in 37 minutes of my life. We're all zest fests around here, babe. Smell you later. Smell you later goes crazy. Imagine coming to this channel and thinking that you weren't gonna be surrounded by queer people. You're setting your expectations a little too high there, bud. So teeny. I need it. BRB. Uh, let me see. Okay, so that's done. That's a shading layer. Well, this is all one big unit, so it doesn't really matter. I can just... Here, I'll do it on this layer. We'll do the coloring on this layer. On layer 13, let's move the palette out of the way. Or just rotate it. Um, this video, I'm trying to think how long it'll take to finish this video. I'm not going to be working on the 17th because I have a friend who's going to come over and stay the night. I'm going to have a slumber party with one of my friends, so I'm not going to be working on anything that day. Tomorrow I should be working basically on this all day. I should probably be able to get this video done by then. It's not going to go up till next week, but yeah. Just thinking of things, like the timeline of things. Anarchy. We love anarchy on this channel. I don't know if I would say that I'm an anarchist, just because I feel like I need to do more research and stuff into like what that is and how I feel about it, how it relates to my goals in revolution and stuff like that. But I'm definitely a communist, and every communist loves a good anarchist. Um, Grass cells are literally smiley faces, and it makes me so sad when I step on my lawn. This is why we need to invest in not grass lawns. Y'all should look into this if you haven't already. Grass lawns are very bad for the environment. They use a lot of water, and also they're very bad for local habitats and species. It's a lot better to have lawns made up of local grasses and not just like the same grass that every lawn has. Like local, like wild grasses and stuff like that. And a lot of people say that they don't want that because, ew, then that means that like animals are gonna live there. And it's like, yeah, bitch, you bulldozed there where they did live originally to make your own home. The least you can do is rebuild their habitat. God forbid you have to see a critter every now and then. I think you'll live. Clover lawns. Clover lawns are very good too. Especially because clover lawns are better for the environment, and because I know a lot of people don't want wild grass lawns just because they want a flat lawn, and clover lawns are very good for being like flat lawns if you want one too. Because like I do understand like wild grasses, especially if you have kids, having like a high lawn like that could pose a risk depending where you live for ticks and stuff. I know I used to live in New York and I used to play in kind of like fields a lot that were near my neighborhood at the time. I used to get ticks a lot on me. I had a tick that we discovered once when I was getting a haircut. There was a tick on my head. It had burrowed into my scalp. And I remember it terrified me so much that my mom I made my mom get me Gatorade. We didn't usually get like sweet drinks or anything because I was still like really young. but I was really scared. And she could tell that I was really scared, and so to make me feel better, she was like, "Just pick out anything you want, and I'll get it for you." And I was like, "Can you give me Nutty Buddies and Gatorade?" I remember I asked for green Gatorade, which I didn't know if it existed or not, but it apparently did. So that was fun. I got green Gatorade. Bro, animal cells are so pretty and cute, and I feel bad. Favorite animal that I harm because of them? Honestly, I feel that so deeply. I've tried to start eating vegan just because, like, not it's not just that I care about animals. It's because the farms and stuff that I know that my dad is going to be buying food for us from, I know they're not like local farms or something that treat their animals well. I know that they're farms that are going to be crowding their animals in farms that give them diseases and make their lives horrible. Like we where I live is right next to a Tyson chicken plant. Those chickens are in that plant and they're definitely being crowded together in unsafe and unhealthy conditions. And it makes me really sad and I don't want to support that. So I've tried eating just vegan in general, which does work out because I don't really like meat that much to begin with, I'll be honest. The only thing of meat that I really enjoy is a good burger now and then. Um, but I've been eating a lot less burgers just because of the McDonald's and Burger King boycott, which probably is not a bad thing, honestly. I can't imagine that eating a ton of their food is good for you. I want, I want clover lawns. Clovers take up less water, and white clovers are my favorite flowers. Green Gatorade. I've only had blue and red. I'm sadly a white Gatorade enjoyer. I like white Gatorade. I had it once as a kid, and I remember liking it. Maybe I should get an updated opinion on that. I was at the store earlier. I could have bought some white Gatorade or something. I don't know. I actually don't know if it's on the boycott list. I've been using, by the way, if y'all want to support the boycott, to stop getting products that support Israel monetarily, you can also download the app Say No. It's an app that just scans barcodes and it'll tell you if it's on a boycott list or not. I've been using it when I go out food shopping with my family and stuff. Uh, and it's been working wonders of just not getting products that support Israel. It's very just easy to, it's literally just you hit a button and it scans it and it'll say yes or no. It's very easy to use. It's owned by PepsiCo, so yeah, it's definitely on the boycott list then. People need to look at the boycott list. Yes, I've seen that. OMG, that's an app? It is an app. The app is called Say No, and it'll tell you if things are on the boycott list, if they support Israel. That way you can make sure to not buy them. Let me make sure that I'm saying it right. It's called Say No and everything. Let me go to my app selection. No, it's not. It's called No Thanks. It's called No Thanks, apparently. I think it was called Say No at one point. They might have updated the name. Um, but yeah, go download No Thanks. If I remember, I'll put a link to it. I don't know if I can do that because I'm on a computer. I don't know if I can put a link to the Play Store or something. Um, but yeah, Go download No Thanks and support Palestine. Hi, hello, Infation Tunes. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing some animation on an upcoming video. Ah, went over. Plus, YouTube might delete it. They hate links. I've noticed that. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes, even when I post like my Patreon link and stuff like that, it won't let it be a link. I don't know why. Like, I'm the one doing it on my own channel, and it's still like, no, you can't do that. It really pisses me off, because that's kind of just harmful to creators at that point. Although it wouldn't be YouTube if they weren't doing something that was harmful to creators. Like, I know it's to stop spam, but like, you don't have any sort of like clause that says, oh, this is literally the creator. Some downright poopy logic right there. Downright poopy logic. I've been trying to put the Minecraft playlist, and it hates it. I wish YouTube functioned better as a site, honestly. I could go into my gripes about YouTube. As long as I've been doing YouTube, I've been talking about how shitty of a platform it is. Like, it does not make decisions for the benefit of the creators. It never will. Hello? Maybe I need to color a little more pure. Just, there we go. I was like, just fill what I want you to fill. Um, they just don't. They make decisions that line their pockets and the pockets of the advertisers. And most of the time, it harms creators, and then people don't want to make content for their site, and then they have to roll it back, and then the advertisers don't like it, so then they roll that back. It's just a never-ending shit show. Hold on, should I try and put it here now? If you put it in this chat, it'll probably not show up, honestly. Like, most likely it just straight up won't even show up. I might be able to go into, like, review comments. Um, Let me see if I can. If I go into, hold on, YouTube Studio, content, live streams, it should have been struggling to find another fortress, held for review. None are held for review. So, no, it should have deleted the comment. Just, it's gone. Hello? What's happening? Why does it look like that on stream? Why is this on stream? Let me get rid of that. Why is it on stream? I don't know why that was on stream. Weird. Rip my comment. YouTube is a shitty platform. Oh no, don't smite me, YouTube, for saying that, but you do suck. Also, I was checking my Social Blade for the first time in like a year, According to Social Blade, if my channel was monetized, I'd be making like $100,000 a year off my channel. I don't think that's fully accurate. Um, even in the slightest. If I was monetized, I would probably be making like, I don't know, probably like money, but I don't think I'd be making 100 grand a year. I don't know where they're getting that metric from, but it did make me wish that YouTube would just finally revise their monetization policy. Because right now it's geared towards definitely not animators. It's geared for watch time, and that's kind of shitty. I think they need to like have an option that lets you choose like the style of content that you make, like short form or long form. And I don't mean YouTube Shorts exclusively being the short form content platform, because YouTube Shorts exclusively is shown in an aspect ratio that pisses me off, and it pays way less. I'm gonna blame it on racism. Not to rant about YouTube Shorts or anything, by the way. I Because I had this conversation with my friend who's also a content creator, my friend Austin, because he streams and stuff. And I basically said, like, YouTube is a billion-dollar company. There is no excuse for them paying, like, YouTube Shorts creators and stuff as shittily as they do. Like, y'all don't understand how horrible the payout is for that. Like, even for creators who put, like, weeks. Like, here's the thing. I'm an animator. I know animators that will spend weeks on a YouTube short. They are not paid how they should be. And I remember saying, like, yeah, I think they should pay better. And he was saying, like, they shouldn't be paid better because still, like, short form content is just a gateway into showing people your long form content. And I can't believe I have to explain this to people, especially other creators, but no. Short form content can be meaningful in its own right. You should not be doing TikTok for the purpose of funneling people to your YouTube channel. Like, no. First of all, that's not going to be the same audience that's going to carry over. Like, if someone likes you for your short form content, that does not mean that they're going to like the style that you choose for your long form content, because they are so inherently different. Sorry, not to rant about this or anything, but like, it really pissed me off when I was having this conversation with him, because he was basically like, no, because only long form content should pay. And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah, well, my friend has a Spotify song with 2 million streams, and he doesn't care about how popular it is. He just cares about it for like the art and stuff. So they shouldn't have to pay more. And I'm like, oh my god, yes they should. You should be paying your artists a living wage. Rant over. Based YouTube Shorts is awful. I pretty soon, hypothetically, I will be monetized as a channel, or at least the first phase of monetization, which is like super chats and donations and channel membership, stuff like that, which I can set up. Um, and the thing, they used to just have it as one. You could just do it all in one, but they separated them, and I don't love it because like the first wave of monetization, like it's reliant on your community paying you. And here's the thing. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with, like, if you like a creator and you want to super chat, you want to give them a donation or something, buy merch, whatever. There's nothing inherently wrong with that, but I think making like smaller channels rely on that, like rely on monetization through other people giving them their own money, it feels really wrong to me. Cause like I have a Patreon, I just always have that set up, but like I never want to make anyone feel like they should be subscribed to my Patreon. Like, I only created that as a thing for, like, if you want to. Which is why I don't post a ton of exclusive content there, because I really only want that to be a thing to exist if someone wants to support me financially. I don't want people to feel pressured into doing it, and I feel like making the first way of monetization solely reliant on other people paying you like that is kind of predatory in my opinion. I don't know. Just rubs me the wrong way. Ugh, YouTube Shorts sucks. Anyways, the only good thing YouTube Shorts ever did for me was make my channel go viral. That's it. Also, just so you guys can see like how long it takes for me to make one of my videos, I've been doing this frame for what, like 5-10 minutes now? It is the second frame, and I have a lot more to go. And I still have to go back and shade each individual one of these frames. I spend a ridiculous amount of time on my content. I guess I didn't color this in properly? That's weird. I thought I would have. I forgot to bring in the Snappy Fandom reference. Were you talking about your desk setup? No, that's so real. Animation takes time. Animation does take time, especially, not to say that I'm like a crazy good animator or anything, but like this full hand movement along with the full head movement right there took an entire day. That took like 9 hours to complete. Every single element of this literally 3 seconds of animation. That took like easily like 8 to 12 hours to finish. Took a while. I've been working on this 18-second thing for like a week now. I will say I've definitely gotten faster at animation as I've gotten better. Like when I know what I'm doing, things go by faster, but like I can't just fill like bucket tool all the coloring in this program. I mean, I can a little bit, but not fully. So it makes things go for a lot longer than maybe they should. Also, I didn't draw a line here apparently on accident. Oopsie doopsie. I don't feel like drawing one now though. So we're just going to use color to imply a line there. Because it's there for a single frame and no one will notice it. Hi, somebody I know, but not you. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing a chill little animation stream. Working on a video that I'm going to post next week. I also don't rotate my canvas very often, just because it disorients me. So that makes me have to always bend my arm in weird ways while I'm drawing. Also, can I just take a minute to say, I don't know what happened within the last month. I've gotten really good at drawing hands. Like, really good at drawing hands, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know what snapped in my head where I was suddenly like, oh, that's just what a hand would look like at this angle. But it sure snapped. OMG, what do you post on? Nowhere. Oh, does it let me till I'm 16? Oh, cool. I cannot wait to see how amazing your animation is whenever you're whenever you turn 16 and start your own following wherever. I'll be your #1 supporter, Muffin. There we go. So ultimately animate with no intention of posting it. Honestly, I do post stuff that's on Discord, lol. Oh yeah? I want to start animating with no intention of posting again. It's been a while since I've done it. I don't know if I have any animations on this computer even that I've never posted before. But it's hard for me, especially with how long I've been doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube since I was like 13 maybe. Like most of my life that I can even remember at this point, I've been doing YouTube. And it's gotten harder and harder for me to do something that's not through the guise of like, you know, can I post this? Would this be good to post? Like I almost played Skyrim earlier. I've never played Skyrim before, and I was literally struggling. Where I was like, should I save my first experience with Skyrim for like a video? Would that be a good video? And I was like, this is hell to live in. Like, only doing things that would be fun for the sake of someone else, like, for the sake of an invisible audience, that would be a nightmare. And so I went to play Skyrim, but then, like, God himself or something stopped me because the disc wasn't working. So I literally might have to go buy a new thing of Skyrim, and if I do, then I will probably stream it. But if I can somehow get it to work, then I'll just be playing it by my lonesome. We should make a Loiter Discord server. Here's the thing. I'm not against that. However, I don't use Discord enough to know how to set one up. I do plan on setting one up at some point, just not... Maybe not like today or tomorrow. Soon, hopefully. I just have to learn how to do it. Guys, if I made art with no intention of showing it off, it'd be more crappy, but it'd be so much less stressed. That's the thing. I feel like I'm a lot harder on myself with my art when I know it's going to be shown by other people and compared to other people. Cause like, here's the thing. I think I'm a good animator. I know I could be better, but I do think I'm a good animator. And I'll post my stuff to YouTube and I'll be thinking like, well, you know, this person or this person is also a really good animator and they're so much more popular and stuff. And it's like, who gives a shit? Like, genuinely, who cares? I'm making this because I like to make it and it makes me happy. Why do I have to care about someone else who is also making content because it makes them happy? Like, it's just stupid. Comparing yourself to other people is stupid and it gets you nowhere. Um, it's hell on earth, you know. Tweeting all about it. Do you have any tips for beginner animators? That's a very good question. I would say animate a lot. That's very vague, I know, but like I only got better at animation because I was doing it so constantly and so consistently. I think things that have helped me out with animation is a lot of just practice, like practicing different movements, different expressions, um, and also mess around with how you animate. Like if you want to animate a character a certain way, maybe storyboard or block out like just very different ways to express that same action or emotion or whatever you're doing, because I found that doing that has helped me become a lot less rigid in how I animate. Um, like originally, this little sequence was just gonna be me looking over and then turning. I didn't have this whole little anticipation of like the head going down and then going into it. Also, it was just gonna end here. And then I was like, that looks weird. I need to add a couple more frames where everything goes up a little bit. And that made things look a lot more normal. But like, yeah, just experiment with what you do. Animation is so fluid. There's no need to make it rigid. Just do whatever you want to do. Um, Start simple. That's very good advice too. Just finished 3 bracelets. Hell yeah. References, references, references. I cannot express how much references have helped me. Yeah, especially I'm one of those people, I don't know if a lot of other people can relate to this, but when I think about how I want to animate something in my head, I have to physically do the motion. Like, I have to stand up and do the motion with my body so I can feel how it feels to do that motion before I can even start animating it. Like, I need to know how it feels to move my arms in a certain way or something before I can do it. Because if I don't know what it's like, then I feel like I can't do it properly. Like it also helps, like, I don't know, this sounds silly, but like inspires me too. Like it's like I can feel the animation in me. Um OMG, is this person again? Hello, just another galaxy to a little animation stream. Can I finish this frame? Also, I need to drink something. My mouth is so dry. Whew. My mouth feels so much better. Did I finish this frame? I did. I wasn't even paying attention. References are amazing and I love them. I've always been stubborn on doing things freehand, but oh my god, references are life-changing. In drawing faces and unintentionally making the same face IRL. Hydrate, girl. Water time. I do. I have lime. So I love seltzer water. I am an absolute whore for seltzer water. I I'm okay. This is gonna sound very silly. I feel like it's very common for like people my age, 'cause I'm 18, almost 19, to like, drink, I guess, like adult coded beverages like coffee or alcohol or whatever. And I'll be very honest, coffee is coffee's okay. Alcohol's gross, y'all. Straight up icky. I would rather drink juice. I'm not even shitting you. I have straight up, like, I have turned down alcohol just so I could have some apple juice. Um, I'm a big juice drinker. Juice and seltzer water are like my go-to. I do need to drink more regular water though. I need to remind myself to do that to be normal. I would rather be normal, also normal. I suggest that we keep this informed. I love Will Wood, you guys. Could you imagine that I love Will Wood, given my audience, that I would love Will Wood? That's a crazy thing. Hydrate or die straight. I do that so much, I make weird faces by accident. Water? Who's she? I wouldn't know her. Except for when it's like 3 a.m. and I wake up in a daze, and all I can think about is drinking water, and I proceed to drink like 5 or 6 cups of water. Which maybe just means I'm dehydrated, honestly. That might be what that means. I just drink water, chalky milk, and lemonade. Very real. Chocolate milk goes so hard. I got some chocolate syrup, like a couple weeks ago. I've been drinking so much chocolate milk. Like, here's the thing, because I know that a lot of my audience is like 14, 15-ish to like my age. Generally, my advice, straight up, I feel like a lot of people want to drink, or at least I wanted to drink like alcohol to seem cooler than I was, because I was like, oh, like it'll be cool if I do this. Genuinely, it's so gross, you guys. Like there are like beer is fine, and there's some wine that I can like sort of enjoy, not on like a taste level, but on like an experience level. Everything else, absolutely gross. Vodka is one of the most vile drinks I've ever had in my life. Like, I'm not even shitting you. It's drinking hand sanitizer. Like, imagine if you guzzled a thing of hand sanitizer. That is the same experience of drinking vodka. It's awful. Don't do it. Don't underage drink, you guys. Maybe that's what I should have said from the start. Not that specific ones are gross. Just don't underage drink. It's not worth it. Don't even drink when you're of age. Like, I don't know. Maybe y'all will like it. For me personally, absolutely vile stuff. Bro, imagine liking Will Wood. Who is Will Wood? Oh boy. Um, Will Wood. Hold on. File new. Here's my whiteboard. Okay, so Will Wood. He is an alternative that's not an M. Music artist. Known for making good music that many autistic people enjoy. Y'all check him out. Check out his album. My personal favorite album of his is called In Case I Make It. And it unironically probably changed my life. It was all I listened to for like months. Uh one of the that's not that shouldn't be great, it's great. One of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. I want to say, hold on, actually, before I say anything, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Imagine my favorite podcast soundtrack being made by Will Wood. He has a wide range of music. Only reason I've ever thought of drinking is for spicy reasons, and that's probably a bad reason to be honest. Story time, because it related to that. I once I was gonna say hooked up. No, I lost my virginity to this dude. Um, I slept over with this guy, um, and after we did the deed, he got like crazy drunk, like crazy drunk. Which, by the way, we were both 16, so I was kind of scared because I had never been posed to take care of a drunk person before. And literally, we were like in bed together, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. And he wanted to do more stuff, and I was like, no, not only do I not want to, but you are drunk. That's insane. Insane thing to ask. Um, asterisks for neurodivergent people. Does Bobo make video game music? Hmm. He ma- like kinda? I can't explain it. Imagine if like someone who made really good video game music became like a professional, well-known artist in like the music industry. I guess. He gives me that vibe. I feel like Will would make an amazing game soundtrack. I just hold on, let me catch up on chat. Video game music is more of a Penelope Scott and Lemon Demon kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. Don't do alcohol at 16, please. Thank you. I just listened to Lena Rain. Well, Lena Rain's really good too. Um, don't do alcohol at any age. But yeah, especially not at 16. That man, good lord, that man. The stories I have that man. Because, like, here's the thing. I understand he was going through some stuff at the time. Not my business to tell what he was going through, but some serious stuff. So I understood why he would use that as a coping mechanism. That being said, he is one of the strangest individuals I've ever met in my life. Um, C413 being as popular as Taylor Swift. Madeline Celeste, my beloved. Tell him, sister. C413 is the Minecraft artist. We love Minecraft artists. Lena Rain, C413. I can't remember who the guy is who did the new update music though. I need to find out because the new update music for 1.21 for Minecraft slays. Like some of the best Minecraft music I've heard in a while. Like imagine using the sound effects for placing and breaking copper blocks as musical instruments for the structure made out of copper blocks. That's some straight up Gen 8 Sword and Shield Pokemon type shit. Which, by the way, if y'all haven't heard the soundtrack to Pokemon Sword and Shield, do yourself a favor, bless your ears. Go look up the Gym Leader theme from Sword and Shield. If you want to listen to the hardest piece of music you'll ever listen to in your life, have an 18-year-old friend who's turned to smoking due to personal stuff I'm not sure how to feel. I mean, smoking's kind of whatever. I think it's like, okay, here's the thing. If you're smoking cigarettes, that's a bad thing. If you're smoking weed, it kind of depends. Just because weed is a depressant, same with alcohol, so like it can worsen symptoms of depression. But it can also help alleviate stress and anxiety, so there's layers to it. It's a very nuanced thing. I'm not qualified to talk on it. And I won't pretend that I am, so do your own research and talk to professionals and stuff. That's my advice. Couldn't be better than Scattered and Lost. You do both to be clear. Well, here's the thing. We're bad. I cannot support the cigarette smoking in 2024. People are still out here smoking cigarettes. Did the lo-fi just end? I think the lo-fi just ended. The loop. Oh my god, no. Open. Uh-oh. The tab won't open. Hmm. Hold on. I need to. There we go. Now it's open. That was strange. Let me literally just pull up this thing that I was just talking about. When I tell you you're about to hear the most intense piece of music you've ever heard in your life, I'm being slightly hyperbolic. It's just really. Where's my chat? Where's my chat? There's my chat. DMCA speedrun. Slightly off topic, but I don't like it when addictions are romanticized and played off for jokes. Anyways, here's the like I it's very weird, I think, when people do that. Because here's the thing. If it's like a joke written from someone is who was an addict or grew up with their parent being an addict, like a situation like that, I can understand finding relief, stuff like that, in humor like that, and that's your joke to make. But in other not situations like that, very weird to be making those sorts of jokes. I don't think I'll get DMCA'd, just given that this is up to begin with. Hopefully not. But this is just a really good piece of music. Turning the shit up. Um, like, this is. This goes so ridiculously hard. Especially when it goes into this. And then this part, like, it just goes so goofy. And is this the part? So, to be fair, also, this is dynamic music. The music changes depending on the battle that you're having, depending on are they winning? Are you winning? Pokemon have been knocked out. This is fully a dynamic song. Which, by the way, Pokemon does not do enough dynamic music. This slays. The best part is the fact, my favorite part about the Sword and Shield soundtrack, but I'm going to ramble. I love talking about my interests. Best part of the Sword and Shield soundtrack is that they incorporate a lot of noise into the soundtrack, like not just music. For example, my favorite part of this song is when they use the crowd cheering as an instrument because the gym battles in this game take place in stadiums. So they have a little bit of build up to it, right here. Or maybe right here. Yeah, right here. This is when you have like one Pokemon left, it's like the final fight. Like, this shit goes so hard. Info dump, info dump. Don't even tempt me. like this is I already like this because I've probably listened to it already, like this specific video of it. This is one of the best pieces of video game music, I think, just ever. Um, and I will say, Pokemon, is it, the part is also when you make your Pokemon big. Right. I love Sword and Shield. I will never tolerate Sword and Shield slander in my life. Like, oh my God, a game that had to be completely remade in a year, built off a 3DS version that had to be remade for Switch in like 9 months. Oh, it turned out a little shitty. Yeah, you think? You think that a team of like 100 people were prepared to turn a handheld game into a full-fledged console release in less than a year? Insane to me that people literally were giving death threats to the developers. Like, it's Pokemon. Can we take a step back and think about what we're doing? Can we reflect? I've never played Sword and Shield though. You should. Here's the thing. I think the story for Sword and Shield is kind of lackluster. It's definitely an unfinished game, but I've already said like I don't care, whatever. But what I love about Sword and Shield is just the artistry of it, like the music, the background artwork, the character design. Like that is the strongest generation in terms of pure artistry, in my opinion. Um, hold on, what's the Gen 8 Woods theme? I don't remember what it's called. Slumbering. Yes, this theme. This is my second favorite theme of the entire game. It takes place in a you're in a lost woods, a very foggy, um, lustrous forest. And like this beginning is so pretty. And then as it builds, it gets more and more like obviously adding more instruments, and then suddenly it trails off into so for reference, um what is it? Zacian. This is the legendary wolf of the game. This is where you find the wolf, is in these woods. They use this Pokemon's cry they turn it into an instrument for the song. Y'all don't understand how much I love the music in this game. How creative they went with the music in this game. More if it was made by Lena Raine. The soundtrack, I mean. Guys, I possibly have a performing arts exam tomorrow. Do not stay up watching my stream. Go to bed. Go to bed. Get good sleep for your exam. Also, you're going to Slay. Amen. Honestly, this is not what I intended this stream to be. Um, all-nighter. I love showing off my interests to people. I should do a live stream where I just like talk about my interests and stuff. I don't know if y'all be interested in that. Um, I'll put a poll maybe on my channel tomorrow or something to see if that's a thing people would watch. But like, I could genuinely talk about Pokemon music for so long. Yes. What's the Legends? Yeah, Legends Giratina theme. OMG, please do. It's basically why I watch your streams, to be honest. Oh my God, people like me for my personality. That's wild. Um, I also like, I don't know, I like explaining context. Legends Arceus is a very cool game. It takes place in like the 1700s, which is a very unique spin for the Pokemon series. And this is basically the final boss. Oh, they have a little cutscene in the corner. This theme, the heart monitor cutting into, first of all, the the beat of this song being a literal heartbeat. God, I also, if I remember correctly, I don't know for sure, but if I remember correctly, every single time it kills one of your Pokemon, a freaking flatline plays in the song. This is also this is the hardest like final boss of any Pokemon game like ever. So it will consistently kill your Pokemon. And hearing a flatline, loving these parasocial relationships. The heartbeat going into the flatline as a beat drop is so insane. Also, just because we were speaking of parasocial in the chat, I don't know if y'all saw this happening. I don't know if y'all know who Caroline Konsnar is. I used to really, really like her videos and stuff, and she made like a series of videos where she faked being pregnant to promote her Patreon. And here's the thing, her pretending to be pregnant is very in line with her style of humor. I honestly could not care less if she like said she was pregnant for a video and then was like, JK guys. My issue is the fact that she made a Patreon and she faked being pregnant because she was like, do you see how attached you guys got to the idea of me being pregnant? It's because you all have like a parasocial relationship with me, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna start a Patreon. And it's like, start a Patreon for what? So people who have a deep parasocial relationship with you can give you money? Like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, genuinely insane. Like, insanity. Genuinely an insane thing to do. I don't even play Pokemon, I just watch Jaden animations and RT gameplay. That's a very valid way to watch Pokemon content in general. Pokemon is one of those series where, like, it's so popular that, like, the, I feel like, I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Y'all ever start a sentence and just not know what you're saying? Guys, I was about to suggest being, hold on, I can use that, oh my god, I can't read. Guys, I was about to suggest there being a class about thinking and talking critically about music. I wonder why music theory exists. Music theory? Who's she? My old high school, when I lived in New York, had a class, a history class, where it's like an optional history class that you could take over, you know, like US history or something. And it was all about like world history as told through music, like of the time. And I wanted to take it so bad, it sounded so interesting. Oh my god, like this specific part of the song. Let me see if I can find just a battle. Just like footage of this happening. Can I find um battle footage like without reactions to it? Maybe no, this is the scene I'm looking for. I'm looking for like an actual like the fight. I want to find the one sequence in this actual battle where the like crazy thing happens. Is it? Go higher. Why were you in 480p? It would be right here, where first of all, let me say this battle. You can see its health bar is like super low up here. This battle, when I was fighting it, this is the hardest thing I've ever in any Pokemon game. Like it genuinely, like it wiped out every single thing that I had in one hit. You can even see the person playing this has a single Pokemon left. It's their Staraptor. And you can tell that they're probably relieved they're oh, we're finally beating Giratina. They do their final hit, an air slash. And then just for the music to cut out with the heart monitor, the eyes glowing red. And then after it goes to the second phase of the battle. And it gets a special move it can only use in this phase of the battle. Not Dragon Claw. I don't know if it'll use it. It probably will. Well, I think they straight up cut footage. I don't know. Maybe they revived Palkia off screen. I didn't realize it. Anyways, that was just my rant. I, I just think that sequence is really cool. That after you think you've defeated it, they like psych you out with the song dropping with the heart monitor and its eyes glowing red. I think that's pretty cool. What's your special interest? Currently my special interest is Scooby-Doo and Game Grumps. Don't even get me started on the Game Grumps because that's one of the probably the weirdest special interests I've ever had. Like my special interest, two dudes. Two dudes. Two dudes who say poopy dick and then laugh hysterically at that for like 20 minutes straight. Like, hold on. If I go right now into, I'm doing it off screen, but if I go into my watch history on YouTube, um, let me see how much of it is literally just Game Grumps. Like, okay, here's my watch history for today on YouTube. Here's all the songs we're listening to, my live streams. There's Game Grumps immediately. Then I was just listening to some music, Megan Thee Stallion, Aisha Erotica, Chappell Roan, Ashniko, Slater, Sabrina Carpenter. There's Game Grumps, there's Game Grumps, there's Game Grumps, there's Game Grumps, there's Game Grumps. I was trying to figure out how to set up the Nancy Drew game for this stream. Um, I also have been watching Nancy Drew content. I sent this to my girlfriend last night because I was like, this song makes me think of you because it's a love song. Uh, Nancy Drew, yeah. Generally speaking, I watch a lot of Game Grumps. If y'all couldn't tell, Aisha, nice to meet you. Hi, Aisha, nice to meet you. 600 for a beaten feature. Rockin' my juicy baby tea. I'm the raunchy motherfucker you pay to see. I got lip, gloss, glitter tits. On the street corner just shaking my shit. I grew up on Kim Fox and Madonna. Dream about Dolce and Gabbana. Please, sipping on warm blue freeze. Pinch the nips on my tees. Wanna get real fucked up, wanna pop the perks. Let me show you how it works. The schoolgirl skirt and the knee-high socks. Walk down the block, got all the cops. Don't call the cops, I got hooking money. I'm the real life cartoon playgirl bunny bitch. I love Aisha Erotica. um, catch him on chat. You would listen to your music on YouTube? I do when I'm driving. Just because my Spotify playlist is 1,000 songs long. They are not going to play what I want them to play at the exact moment that I want it to play. Um, being confident enough to share your history is a privilege I'll never have. What am I watching that I don't want y'all to know? Oh my god, I watch Nancy Drew videos by Gab Smulders. Crazy. I watch hours and hours and hours of Game Grumps content. Crazy. You should do Control F and then Game Grumps. What does Control F do? I genuinely have no idea. Oh, just like searching. I completely forgot. Chad, I gotta go make bracelets with my mom. Oh my god, have fun! And then see how many times it appears on the page. Bye, Muffin. Rock McStone. Rock and Stone. You're so real for that. Make another playlist. As a playlist of what? Of music? No. My Spotify. Hold on. Let me. Cause I'm pretty tipsy, 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 so tipsy, so fucking tipsy. Let me pull up my playlist right here. My actual Spotify playlist, which is literally just called My Playlist and then subtitled Good Music. I like it. 911 songs, 55 hours. Y'all don't understand how long this playlist is, how much music I have in this thing. Oh, these are all recommended. No, we're not adding this. I used to listen to them when I was, oh my God, how young was I? Years and years ago at this point. Turns out their lead singer is a pedophile. So that's weird. Um, but yeah, a lot of music. And also you can tell when I get into certain artists when like I'll add like a song and then an entire album. So this is also when I was getting over my ex. You can tell um when I was this is what I was getting over my ex-boyfriend and I was listening to Mitski for the first time. Yeah, that was some that was some fun times. We love Ice Spice. The Has Been Hotel soundtrack. Love Phoebe Bridgers. Look at you, strawberry boy. Trying to think. Labyrinth soundtrack. This band right here is gonna put you on to some real shit. Telenovela, this band, very, very small indie band. They make some of the best music I've ever heard in my life. When I tell you, I can't play this song, I'll get copyrighted. Rodeo Clown by Telenovela. I love music that's basically just poetry, like poetry, but has like poetry, but with music behind it. Let me pull up the lyrics to this song real quick. This song I was listening to a lot when I was like going through a real bad depression. Um, the future died when he walked by. All I knew was what was here and now, and I couldn't be more broken inside. And I know that the world wouldn't grieve me if I died, so go on and leave me. I know that I'm no use to you. And it is all behind the saddest guitar, and it's basically yodeling. Like they make Western music, like straight up like folk Western music, and it is the saddest music I've ever heard in my life. Why quit when we're behind? Hold on, let me put these lyrics over here. Like literally, why quit when we're behind? It got cold so quick it could wilt a cactus and flip right on a dime. Every little Texas town has a rodeo clown. Is that me, what I am to you? You got what you want, time to move along and say goodnight. Well, that can't be right. And I couldn't be more broken inside. Ugh, you slay me, telenovela. You slay me. I didn't think this is what the stream was gonna be. This is fun. I like sharing my interests. We love Olivia Rodrigo. We love Billie Eilish. We love Dixon Dallas. We love Brian David Gilbert. We stand Brian David Gilbert in this chat. We always will. Me adding 5 songs from Loki out of nowhere. Has been. Of course we love has been. Actually, I let me pull something up. Speaking of has been, um, I'm I'm not saying that I, you know, am working on a has been nation or anything. I'm just saying that, um, well, if I go ahead and make these layers visible, I'm just saying that, you know, there are things in the works behind the scenes that, take a ridiculous amount of time to do. So they're not gonna be coming out anytime soon. But just some interesting stuff to look at. I did not edit this. What the hell are you talking about? New Tumblr sexy man. God. What was I doing? Spotify? Ah, I don't have Spotify Premium. I get ads. Gorillaz. Curtain soundtrack. Wise Blood. Oh my lord, Wise Blood. Wise Blood. Put you onto some real shit right here. Go listen to Do You Need My Love by Wise Blood. Go listen to any song off of Titanic Rising, her album by Wise Blood. Titanic Rising is a life-changing album. Life-changing. The My Singing Monster soundtrack, because if you're not listening to My Singing Monsters, what the hell are you doing with your life? What the hell are you doing with your life? I love Alistair since I laid eyes on him. Kind of as an edit when you change the layers thingy. Oh yeah, I guess that's right. Weird that they would count that as an edit, but whatever. Marina, we love Marina. Children of the Empire, worth it. Ugh, Wise Blood, all you do is make good music. Will Wood. I think, yeah, you can tell when when I started listening to Will Wood, because suddenly this entire album was added, basically. I don't think I added anything before or after. Yeah, no. I was just like, uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. I need to listen to all of it right now. Lemon Demon. We love Lemon Demon. More Marina. Marina, Lemon Demon. Ginger Root. Ooh, we love Ginger Root. We love Ginger Root. Stupid, smug, hot, asexual, old-time murdery dear man. God, that's real. I Here's the thing. I've never been like attracted to Alistair. Maybe that's a me thing. I just joined. I'm so glad that that was the first thing I said after seeing that someone joined the chat. I've never been attracted to Alistair from Hazbin Hotel. I think he's cool. He's a really cool design. And he's voiced really well. I've never been attracted to him. I don't know. Call me weird that I don't find Alistair attractive. I was so sad when I found out Alistair wasn't canonically Arrow Ace, just like me. I thought he was. I mean, I know he's asexual. Is he not aromantic? I'm aromantic. I need a romantic representation. There's not enough aromantic representation, just generally. Because, like, look what that one guy from Heartstopper. Wow, we're really rolling in it. I just want like, because here's the thing. I've talked about my webcomic and stuff and my plans for it. I One of the characters, I won't say who, but I've never seen my specific like journey per se of like how I've come to terms with being aromantic and how I identify with it. I've never seen it portrayed anywhere really because I I grew up literally always forcing myself to have crushes on other people because like it was just something that everyone else had. Like I didn't know not to have it. I didn't know that I didn't have it. I didn't I didn't know it was a feeling. I didn't know people actually had feelings for other people. I didn't know that they had real actual feelings. I had to learn that recently. Um and I think that not knowing that caused me to put myself in a lot of situations that I would not have put myself in otherwise. I literally wouldn't have done it. Because in what world? In what world would I like do would I let another man, a man of all things, a man, like pressure me into doing some shit, I'll say, for because he wants to? He wants to? If I had known that I was aromantic, while I was with my ex for like the majority of that relationship, I think things would have gone a lot differently. I'll just say that. Because like I I did not like that. I I liked him as a friend. I learned that after like kind of late into the relationship, after I was like making actual friendships for the first time, where I was like, oh my God, wait, do I have feelings for my friends? And then I realized, no, I just don't have feelings for my partner. I just view my partner as a friend. That was a crazy ass uh realization. But like I like my journey of being like coming to terms with the fact that like I had to learn that people actually like love each other. I didn't know what that really meant. Um, and I think there was just like so long, like so it was compounding of my pleasing tendencies to want to go along with what my partner wants to do, going against like my literal aromanticism of not desiring these things. Like I I like physical closeness, but not necessarily for romantic reasons. I think I'm just touch starved in general. I think that's a very human thing to want, like human closeness in general. Um, and so like I was fine with doing that, but like I did not have the desire to hold hands or have PDA or like stuff like that that my partner wanted a lot. Where I was like, I just don't get it, but I'll do it because it makes them happy. And for the most part, I do think some of it was harmless. Like holding hands, I don't get anything out of it, but if it makes my partner happy, I don't really care. I'll go along with it because of course I would like to make them happy. But like making out in public, really? Is that really what we want to be doing? Are you sure about that? We live in the South. I'm trans femme and you're trans mask. We go to a school where we've been physically harassed before, and you want to make out in public? I don't know. Something like that, like going beyond just the like we are literally in danger if we do this factor. I just like didn't want to do it. Period. Um, and after breaking up with that person, I realized like, oh, I really don't have a desire to do like a lot of this stuff. Um, and I was like kind of unpacking my entire life, uh, and I realized just like I don't think I've ever had feelings for anyone before. Like, cause like it has to be a feeling, because people say it's like, oh, I have feelings for someone, so like it must be an actual feeling that people feel, and I've never felt that towards anyone before. Um, and it just like kind of hit me where I was like, oh my God. Like part of it was very relieving and part of it was also kind of scary because like it's hard to explain to someone. Like I tried explaining to my dad, like I don't have like I don't know, the urge to want a partner necessarily or stuff like that. Like there's no like built-in urge for that for me. And he just didn't get it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, well, if you don't feel that way, I guess it's kind of hard to understand. Um, and then kind of recently, like 6 months ago, I met my current girlfriend. Um, my current girlfriend is the only person I have ever felt romantic attraction towards in my life. Like I literally I don't know if what I feel is as strong as what non-aromantic people feel, to be fair, but like they're the first person I have ever felt romantic attraction to in my entire life, and it probably also helps that like, they're very nice to me and they take interest in my interests and they don't force me into doing like anything that I don't want to do. That definitely helps. Um, but yeah, I still consider myself a romantic, given the fact that I could not see myself feeling this way towards literally anyone else. This is the only person I've ever felt this way towards. And the literal definition of aromanticism says like little to no. It's not just no romantic attraction. So I do still consider myself a romantic, but like I was saying in the beginning of this whole spiel, um, like in my webcomic, I've been working on developing a character under the guise of like figuring out that they're aromantic, um, and like how they deal with that, given that a lot of the other characters have romantic interests and subplots, um, throughout the story and how they grapple with it. And I also don't think that there's a lot of representation of aromantic people to begin with, but also aromantic people that want partners. Like, I have a partner and I want my partner to be here. And I feel like people don't really understand that, like, aromantic people can want to have a partner for more than just romance and stuff like that. Like, my favorite thing that I do with my girlfriend is we play Fortnite together and we spend time together. That's like one of my favorite things that we do is just spending time together. It doesn't have to like I can love spending time with my partner without it having to be under the connotation of doing something romantic or sexual like that. There's not enough like representation of this stuff in media. So I literally have to create it with my webcomic that I'm working on. Anyways, I have to catch up on chat. Oh my lord. I'm Airways. Hell yeah. No, for real. A guy confessed to me, so I had to force myself to like him, and I started to date him, and I felt so bad. Green, you don't even understand. Okay, that is literally the exact circumstance that I got together with my ex. Literally, we dated in freshman and sophomore year. We broke up in junior year, and then when I moved back to where I am now for my senior year, we were talking again, and 2 weeks after he told me that he gave me a detailed list of things he didn't like about me, of like just criticizing me as a person, like telling me he didn't like my interests, he didn't like the music that I like, he didn't like all this stuff about me. 2 weeks after he did that, he told me he was madly in love with me, and I felt like I was obligated to date him because I was like, well, he likes me, and uh, well, if I make him unhappy, then that just makes me a bad person. And it's like, no, girl, you are allowed to have boundaries. Um, but then he cheated on me and broke up with me. That's actually wild. I'm so sorry for you. I'm so happy you're with someone you love. Thank you so much. I love my girlfriend. They were in the stream earlier. I love you if you're still watching this as background noise. And if you're not, I still love you. Um, honestly, I love physical affection. but like in a non-romantically way. I just crave to be cuddled and stuff and no romantic stuff. See, this is something that I've talked about with people. Like even before I was with my current girlfriend, I was talking with this person, um, and I had to explain with it because they were in an open relationship with their polycule, and we were just talking because I had met them on Grindr back when I was on Grindr. By the way, never go on Grindr. Horrible site, horrible app. You will feel infinitely worse by being on there. Um, but we were talking, and I was saying like I really like the idea of just being with you and feeling safe with you and being embraced by you. And I even said like I like the idea of saying like I love you, but not in a romantic way, just in like I have a deep admiration and respect for you and I appreciate how you make me feel, but I don't have romantic interest in you. I won't have romantic interest in you because it's literally physically impossible for me to do that. And they were like, honestly, that's great because I have literally no more love to give. I have like three partners. And I was like, that's very real. Very real. Um, but yeah, I feel like there's just like there's not enough good aromantic representation out there right now. You're perfectly aromantic. Aromanticism is spectrum. I lie heavily on the romance repulse side of it, but others, aros, can be on the complete opposite side. Exactly. Like I'm very much past the like letting people invalidating me get to me phase of like being queer in general. Like I identify as pan and I have since I was like 13 and I I've seen a lot of people who are very like people who only want, like pansexual isn't a valid identity, she just identifies bisexual, which is like pan erasure goes wild, like especially from bi people. That goes crazy. Um, but also just like gay people who engage in pan erasure and bi erasure and stuff like that. Where like I'm at this point where I don't care what people think of how I identify, because how I identify is not for anyone else. It's for me. That's why I'm the one identifying the way that I do. Um, but yeah, everyone's valid in how you identify in terms of like spectrums and stuff. Like I my girlfriend right now, I do love them very, very much. They're literally the first person that I've ever fallen in love with. And this is going to sound very silly, but I realized that I was falling in love with them and like that I was having actual like a feeling of love towards them because I was listening to a Will Wood song and I was like, "Oh my God, I get it. I get how he feels about this hypothetical person." What was That's enough, let's get you home. And he starts it off with my dream girl, those eyes, that nose, the private inside jokes, stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, I get it. I get it now. Question, what's the difference between Arrow Ace and Ace people? Uh, Arrow Ace would be aromantic and asexual. So being asexual is basically just a spectrum of either not being sexually attracted to other people or feeling very, very little sexual attraction to other people, in just in general. And aromanticism is feeling very, very little like romantic attraction, which can be linked to things like, you know, show displays of physical affection, um, love languages, stuff like that can be linked to romance. Not intrinsically. They are separate. Stream is still up. Reconnection successful. Hopefully, hopefully OBS is fine. I feel that heavy. My, I always felt obligated to like back the people that liked me. Yeah, it's kind of lagging. It should clear up because it said it would. Um, I felt very obligated to like the people who said they liked me because, like, you know, I don't have this feeling, but they do, and it's a feeling that's important to them, and so it should be important to me too, because I had no concept of boundaries at the time. Um, I didn't know how to set any boundaries with people, and that's how I was in the relationship with my ex because they liked me. They liked me a lot. Um, and so even though I didn't like them, um, I forced myself to, and that's just very, it's not good for either of you. I wouldn't recommend it. I know it's so easy to just say like, oh, just don't do it. Um, but yeah, don't do it. It's bad in the long run for both of you. Um, sign the cast on your funny bone. Yes, that's exactly how I feel, OMG. Finally someone who understands. I live in Puerto Rico, so they're very sexist and very transphobic. I'm trans mask. I'm very sorry about that. The being transphobic, not that you're trans mask. I'm very sorry that people are very sexist and transphobic. That's what I meant to say. Um, but like, yeah, I think it's also because I'm trans femme, and so there's definitely like the patriarchal notion of like it affects a lot of male sexual abuse survivors too, where it's like men being socialized growing up as boys that like this stuff is like a good thing. Like sex is a good thing. You should want to have it. You should want to be all over girls or like whoever you like, whatever stuff like that. Like you should want that. It's very it was very weird unpacking a lot of stuff. Like everything kind of came at once. Like once I realized I was trans femme, it kind of tumbled over that like, oh, I think I'm also aromantic. Like everything had happened at once because I was unpacking a lot of how I was socialized. Um, and like it was so freeing not being just a cis man because like I'm also a sexual abuse survivor. So a lot of this stuff can be very not great for me in general, but especially like the feeling of like being pressured into liking people back and being with someone because someone else wants me to be there. It's very just not good. None of this stuff is very good. Um, floral sheets, long given up ghosts. Wait, I'm glad it wasn't just me. No, it's everyone. Well, not everyone, but everyone in this chat. I attract a very specific demographic of Arrow Ace Willwood enjoyers. Um, they say grow up, be a man, 'cause until then you're nothing but a short-haired girl. Becoming braille upon reading, hold my hand, see my reason, and goodbye, cruel world. And oh my God, what's wrong with me? And the wife of Walter King, whose name is right now escaping me. Oh, that's right, Margaret, dream girl, come keep your hands off me. I love that song. I love every Willwood song really that I've heard, but that song especially, because now it reminds me of my girlfriend because it was the song that made me realize that I was in love with my girlfriend. Guys, I love my girlfriend. I love Willwood too, but not as much as I love my girlfriend. I need a Loiter biography. I could write a series of novels over my life experiences. Like the things that I have been through, I am God's strongest soldier in a way that none of you understand. Not to boast, not to brag, but I've I've got a lot of lore. I've got enough lore that I've dealt with literally the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. I've woken up at 2 a.m. to the police in my bedroom. I've got some lore. I could write, if I ever get famous, I'll write a book, a biography. That'd be a fun thing to do. I love writing. I'm going to college for creative writing. Let me put the lo-fi music back on that I literally forgot stopped. Starting it from the beginning. Oh my god, whoa, that was an ad. Um, I should have an ad blocker on. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to talk as long as I can before my pills kick in, but if I knock out into deep sleep. Honestly, Green, you've been wonderful tonight. Go to bed whenever you want. Do not force yourself to stay up for the stream. Neurodivergent, neurodivergent Airways will enjoyers. Exactly. I think Loiter loves their girlfriend. Y'all will never understand how much I love my girlfriend. I would do literally anything for them. I don't believe in fate, but I do think it was a wonderful coincidence that I was already planning to go to college in Missouri. And then I met my girlfriend, and they just happened to live in Missouri. I just think that was a sweet little coincidence. I don't know why I think one of his girlfriend. Dear Lord. Lucky they didn't decide they were cranky and magged up you for resisting arrest. When was I dealing with the police? Oh, right. I had posted something about on my Instagram story joking about being suicidal. I think I was like 15 at the time. Because I had just gotten out of the psych ward, and I joked about like, just got out, I'm gonna kill myself, LMAO. And then someone thought I was being serious and called the police on me. And then I was taken away in an ambulance. This isn't funny, but I'm laughing because it's like such a string of events, like a ridiculous string of events. If you feel suicidal, talk to a therapist. For real though, therapy will do wonders. Oh, Busy is playing Tekken. I'm gonna clip this. How long is this into my stream? 2 hours and 18 minutes. Writing that down so I can clip this and send it to him. Because I literally was talking to him like the other day. And I was like, yeah, they came up on stream while I was streaming. He was like, why'd you stream? And I said YouTube. I know that was so exciting to y'all. Coloring in the pen. Down here I didn't finish coloring. There. And there. Unfortunately, therapy costs money. My dad works as a programmer for an insurance company, so we get insurance through that insurance company, luckily. That being said, mental health services should be free. They should be government subsidized, same with all healthcare. But yeah, I know it shouldn't have to be a luxury, but I know under capitalism, therapy is a luxury. When you have the funds for it, I would recommend therapy. That's what I'll say. Because therapy definitely helped me. I mean, I definitely needed therapy. I literally have PTSD. Like, not joking. I have diagnosed PTSD from a history of childhood sexual abuse, so I needed therapy no matter what, really. And it definitely helps. It definitely helps a lot. Like, for example, I'm no longer a people pleaser, which has helped me form a stronger relationship with my girlfriend, a more healthy one, and also has helped me feel more confident in identifying as aromantic because I no longer feel a need to welcome unwanted, weird advances from weird people. I don't know if therapy saved my life or not, but it definitely put it on a better path. Yeah, I feel like I was in therapy for 8 years, and only recently did therapy start helping because only recently did I like want to be better. Therapy is one of those things. It's the same thing with like medications and all this stuff where like these are not going to fix you. Like you have to put in so much work in addition to them to really have them help in any way. Honestly, that's kind of funny. Imagine coming out of the ward and then coming back in 2 seconds. My mom doesn't believe in mental illness, so no therapy for me. I Here's the thing. Um, my parents have a very bizarre understanding of mental health because it's not like they can't acknowledge it with me because they know what I've been through. Like, I've been through a lot of really fucked up shit in my life. I've attempted before. I have trigger warning. I have a history of self-harm. They couldn't just ignore these things. So like I had to be in therapy and stuff like this. But they definitely don't understand my mental illness. Like I have PTSD. That is a stress disorder. It affects how I react to stress because I grew up in such stressful situations to where any amount of stress now for me, I literally feel like I'm going to die. Like, it's impossible for me to not spiral into a panic attack when I start getting stressed out. It's very, very hard, which is why I literally have to be very, very chill and laid back. I have to force myself to be. It's not always easy, but I have to do it, or I will have an actual panic attack and things will not be good. Um, my mom isn't, love you, mom, but you are a narcissist and you don't actually understand mental health. But she definitely parades it like she does. On on Mental Health Awareness Day, she posted a picture of me and was like, I and my son, I want to support those with mental health because my son struggles with mental health. Girl, I don't follow you on Facebook and you're posting stuff about me without even telling me? Weird. Weird, weird stuff to do. Also, do not air out my business on your public Facebook account. Weird. Um, do y'all have homophobic parents? My my mom, when I came out when I was 13 to my family. Um, I have a big family. I have 5 siblings and I have 5 step siblings now. But at the time, like, my 5 siblings were immediately so supportive because I think they kind of knew. I'm like pretty sure they knew. My mom didn't really care. She didn't have much to say. I don't know if she knew, but I know for a fact that she just genuinely was probably worrying about other stuff at the time. My dad was very iffy on it. He still is kind of not fully. I don't think he really understands everything. Um, cause he accepts that I like men. He somewhat accepts the fact that I don't really identify as a man, but he's also doesn't know how to be an ally, and he'll buy me like a rainbow mug being like, hey, gay, right, you're gay, and at the same time he'll be like, I don't understand why pride needs to be a thing. Like if there's a gay pride, then there should be a straight pride, and there should be nothing wrong with that. And I'm like, Dad, the reason pride exists is because pride was started because the police were killing us. The police were not killing you. The police were you. Like, do you understand that? Um, but yeah, my family is from the north, like northern United States, like New Jersey, New York. So it's a lot more of an accepting environment there. So I think they were raised slightly more accepting. Um, yeah, kind of. My aunt is lesbian. My parents don't want me dating my opposite gender, but they don't really like the idea. But they're really transphobic. I'm transmasc. I'm so sorry, Green. Nobody deserves that. That's relatable. I literally have Thomas Sanders to thank for my happiness in my life. My trauma severely affected my life, and while it was happening, my main source of comfort with him. That was. You're so real for that. You are so real for that. Like, the reason Game Grumps is my special interest, like, stuff like that, is because, like, trigger warning generally, from the time I was 12 till the time I was, like, 16, I think, I was sexually abused, and I went through eating disorders, I went through self-harm, I went through attempts, I went through a lot of not great stuff. Literally, not kidding, the only thing that was keeping me going, like keeping me happy, was Game Grumps. Like, here's the thing, it's hard to be sad when you're not letting thoughts intrude. And when I find a channel that makes an hour-long video every single day, well, that's a lot of content that I can watch to not let thoughts intrude. And they've been doing it for how many years, so I've got so much content, I'll never have to be sad. Obviously, I was still sad and severely depressed, but they made it a lot more bearable. Like, so much more bearable to just exist. Yeah. How long have I been streaming? 2.5 hours? I haven't really done that much art, but I've been talking a lot, which is fun. I like I like engaging with my community. I had to take a sip of my seltzer. Been talking too much. When my mom found out about my self-harm, she said, "If you ever do that again, I will hit you repeatedly, belt and bruises and scars. See how pretty you look with scars." That, I am so sorry. That's so awful. You should not have to deal with that. Like, ever. I shortened it because what she said was long. I don't think it's easy for anyone who doesn't or hasn't experienced or dealt with self-harm to react to it. Like, I don't think people know how to react to it who've never dealt with it in any way. Because it's hard to explain the mindset that you're in when it happens. I can only speak from my experience personally, but like, it was never, for me, it was never, I necessarily, like, I want to do this. It was just like this thing that I did. Darling, you deserve so much compassion and love. You do. You deserve literally nothing but compassion and love. Especially when you're going through self-harm. For me, it was never a thing where, like, I was doing it because I wanted to necessarily hurt myself. It was just a control thing, a coping thing. Because fun fact, when you my specific form of self-harm was cutting. Um, and when you do that, it releases a lot of chemicals in your brain, like a lot of chemicals in your brain, where it's not like you're getting high, but it gives you a rush. It's adrenaline. It's a lot of things where if you're dealing with severe depression and fatigue, it can feel like you're almost balancing yourself out again, like almost like you're functioning like you're normal, which is very messed up. It's not great. Um, Honestly, she says stuff like that all the time, and I've gotten used to it, and I just stay quiet. Thanks specifically for bringing it up. I'm 1 year clean. I'm really proud of you for being 1 year clean. Self-harm in general is such a hard thing to overcome, and I'm so proud. I really am so proud of you. I hope you have more happy days in your life. Me too. I also, I've gotten used to it and I stay quiet. That's very, very relatable. My mom, I mean, I said like she doesn't really understand mental health very well. After my parents had divorced, I originally was living with my mom in New York for a year, and you know, there's things. She's a narcissist, and narcissists will do anything for attention, and so she was going to be horrible to me until she realized that I didn't want a relationship with her, and I couldn't give her the attention that she would need, and then she would try to do anything to repair the relationship. Lots of ups and downs, and you know, I looking back, I can't expect my mother to react to self-harm in any other way than shock and horror. If I had a kid, I would probably react that way too. I think I'd be a little more understanding, and care a little bit more than she did, but she said a lot of things. I'm not gonna say what she said. I'll save it for a video where I expose her, my biography. But she said a lot of things where literally things where I was like, I have to move. And I moved away from her because I was like, oh my god, she's insane. And I know that I was lucky that my parents were even divorced, that I was able to get out of that situation in the first place. But I really hope that when you're able to, you can get out of a situation that's forcing you to be put into a really shitty relationship with your mother. I mean, if you want that, of course, but so please continue to fight against all that nasty shit that comes your way. Thanks. I'm just focusing on my studies right now, so that at least brings some comfort. Me too. I wasn't really a self-harmer because of hatred. It was more of anger and stress as a whole. Not the trauma dump. I've gotten a lot better and I've developed much better stims and distractions. The more I open up about who I am and what I've dealt with, I realize that like it's almost amazing that I've attracted an audience that's like exactly like me. Like I didn't think that I would in this way. I know it's kind of on topic, but like I don't know, it brings me kind of like some level of comfort, like having I don't know, like a community or whatever, but like it brings me a level of comfort knowing that, you know, I'm not alone, I guess. I don't know. Just food for thought, I guess, for me. None of you are ever alone. It's alright, the trauma dump. Literally. if I create a Discord server, which I probably will at some point, I will create a channel specifically for trauma dumping. Obviously with trigger warnings and tags required. But I feel like I feel like that'd be a very necessary thing for my Discord. I'm seriously so happy I stayed for this stream. I'm glad that you've enjoyed the stream. I haven't been doing much drawing. I feel that maybe it's not interesting to watch, but it's you are all such wonderful, sweet, considerate people. Real. I I don't know. I'm at this point in my life personally where like there is no reason to be like rude to someone like unprompted. There's no reason. Like cringe culture is dead. I'm I'm in my era of being loving and accepting towards others. I don't know. I just like being nice to people. I like being able to listen to people, to talk with people about how they feel, how I feel, share just stuff like this. It's nice. I think it's nice. Honestly, I just can't wait till I'm in college so I can be away from my family at least for a little while. Yeah, I'm going to college. That's 14 hours away from both my mom and my dad. And here's the thing. Relationships like this are so much more nuanced because it's like, of course, I don't like that my dad doesn't think that there should be a pride. I don't like that my dad has said a lot of things that he said about my identity. I don't like that my mom does not respect my boundaries or who I am as a person. That's still my dad. That's still my mom. They're like there are things I will always care about them in some way, on some level. The things that we've shared, the things that they've done for me. Of course, I'll love them. I'll still appreciate them, but it can be very hard to be around them. I think it's very rational to be like homophobic or entitled to things. Very real. Very real. I promise it gets better. It does get better. I am living proof. Last year, let me see. Last year, I remember I was literally in the most toxic relationship of my life. I was letting my partner pressure me into doing things that I didn't want to do. I was literally crying myself to sleep most nights because I was settled to the fact that because I was such a people pleaser that they liked me, they were in love with me, and they wanted to be with me forever. So I would have to spend the rest of my life with them. And I was very depressed. I was almost slipping back into like suicidal ideation. Not good stuff. And now I'm here, not with them, with the love of my life. Animating, talking to you lovely folks. Things do get better. Things get so much better. Honestly, my trauma started with my stupid uncle. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, too. I'm trying to, like, think of what to say, because if you want the full story, just tell me. I just don't want to trauma dump randomly. You can trauma dump whatever. Just give proper content warnings, trigger warnings beforehand in the chat, and trauma dump whatever you want. We're literally just here to listen and relate and share our own experiences and just provide comfort, solace, whatever for each other. Warnings are important. Incredibly so. This is kind of unrelated, but just because you were saying like warnings are important, it was just making me think of those videos on TikTok of people like slicing open bread with straight razors, and a lot of people who struggle with self-harm say like, hey, I know this isn't self-harm, but it would be really nice if you put a warning on this video because it looks exactly like how self-harm looks. And when I say like, when I was saying earlier, like people who self-harm, who don't self-harm don't understand it, like that's what I mean, because people who don't self-harm, who don't deal with it, will say like, oh, that's not necessary for this, it's not even self-harm, why do you want the trigger warning? When I can tell you from personal experience that the way that that dough is cut open perfectly mimics, again, trigger warning, self-harm, the way that it looks when you are cutting. I mean, like, it sent me into shock almost when I saw it for the first time. Like, these warnings are important. They'll always be important, and I will always prioritize them, because, like, I remember how I felt seeing that video of the bread. Because, like, it's something so, you know, even if it's unintentional, so just genuinely, like, ugh. Trigger warnings are important. Oh my god, I see exactly what you're saying. Warning, say, sometime I visit my uncle, sorry, evenings, 6, listening before it was bed. I covered this and I didn't. That's not supposed to be great, that's supposed to be good. I didn't think much of it, so I did. That's what happened. Touched me, and I just let it because I didn't know what to do. I'm so sorry, Green. Nobody ever deserves to be touched like that. To be touched in any way, really, like this. I'm just so sorry that you had to go through that. I'm really just so terribly sorry that you had to go through that and to deal with everything that followed with that. And I want to say also that I'm really proud that you're here, that you're resilient and strong enough to be here, to be a year clean. Like, you are an incredibly strong person. You're not bringing the mood down. Trust me. You're an incredibly strong person. And I'm very, very proud of just who you are. I mean, I don't know you, I guess. You're just like a chatter, but like a chatter in my chat. but I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Trauma dumping really helps. It does. It's something I used to do before I even knew what trauma dumping was, because it would help. So I'd always like to provide a safe space like that for people to do it. You deserve to be comfortable and happy in your own body. You do. You always do. Honestly, when I'm cold and sometimes I can never try to do It's very good that you stopped visiting him. And I understand what you mean, like, the way that you feel not feeling comfortable with what you wear around him. Believe me, I really do understand. And I'm truly so sorry that you were ever put through this. I'm so glad that you just don't visit him ever anymore. I'm honestly very happy that it's made me realize how much trauma I really have. Yeah, trauma dumping is definitely one of those things where it's a very freeing thing to do, and it makes you realize how much you actually want to talk about these things. I'm so glad that you were able to come out to people and talk it out, because so many people are living in fear of bringing up unresolved traumas, and it can lead to unhealthy repression. Oh my god, a very silly guy. You've joined in a very serious part of the stream. We're talking about trauma and stuff. Which, by the way, trigger warning, content warning, discussions of essay, self-harm, stuff like that. just so you know. They left a little bit ago to go make bracelets with their mom. I don't know if they said they were gonna be back. I don't remember. But yeah. But yeah, I'm really happy that you're able to talk about this too, because I think everyone needs this outlet to talk about stuff. I've been ran over by a car. Are you okay? I think everyone needs this outlet to talk about stuff, because especially with what you've gone through, you shouldn't have to feel like you can't talk about it when you want to trauma dump whatever, to feel free about it, to feel less stressed, or like a weight is off your chest about this sort of stuff. Because this is so much more than just like your trauma. Like, you have to live with this. You have to live with it, with how it affects you, with how it changes and has changed who you are. Like, these things don't just go away. It's very deep to your core of who you are. I'm very glad that I can provide a space for you to just talk openly about this stuff. My pills are kicking me in, so I'm going to sleep. It was great talking to you guys. You alright? A very silly guy. Yeah, I'm fine, but I've had 3 surgeries, and sometimes I get episodes similar to PTSD, but I'm mostly fine. My mom is a conspiracy theorist. Let me save this file. I haven't saved it all stream. Queen, I hope you have great sleep. I hope you're okay, a very silly guy. I mean, just generally speaking, I hope you're okay. But like, you should get therapy. Coming from someone who has actual PTSD, maybe you have PTSD. I'm not diagnosing you, because that's a weird thing to do, to like parasocially diagnose people with mental illnesses. But like, I didn't know I didn't know I had PTSD until I was having episodes that where I was like, oh, this is kind of like PTSD, and I was telling my therapist about it, and they were like, you absolutely definitely have PTSD, like, you do. And I was like, oh, interesting. Thank you guys too. I'm fine, Miriam. But yeah, not diagnosing you parasocially, because that's weird. But like, if you haven't, maybe talk to a therapist about it. I think I should sleep since it's 10:24. I gotta wake up at 5:30. It's good to say. Love you guys. Hope the rest of your night's wonderful. Wish me luck on my exam. Good luck on your exam. Honestly, I might end the stream, because I'm kind of tired too. It's 10:25 for me too. We're in the same time zone, I guess. I've been going to sleep at like 6 or 7 lately, so I'm up kind of late for me. I've been very yawny this the last like 20 minutes of the stream. So I might just end it right here. This has been an amazing stream. Like probably one of my favorite streams I've ever done in my life. It's been genuinely amazing to get to know you guys better and to provide a space for you guys to talk about stuff. I'd love to do these sorts of streams more often. I feel like this would be a fitting place to end, to be honest. Me too. I'll do more drawing streams because I feel like a lot of my other streams don't suit this sort of content style. I don't know how I would phrase this. Like, a very chill, relaxed place for people to talk about stuff like this. I feel like Minecraft is very... the energy is a lot higher, and like when I was streaming Nancy G with my brother, it's a lot more goofy, silly. I don't think I want to do more streams like this where I can provide maybe a more relaxed place for people to talk about. I'm moving to Germany in 3 months, so that will be tough. Moving is always tough, honestly. I will say, before I end the stream, I'll do my one last little thing talking about moving. I've moved a lot in my life. I moved from New York to Georgia, back to New York, back to Georgia. I'm about to move to Missouri. And I will say that the first time I ever moved, it was very hard, but I found that it's so much easier to move to places in general the more I've been a sane person and been more well-adjusted. It turns out that when you're happy and content in your life, that kind of transfers no matter what. Not that you're not that I'm saying that you're not. I don't know anything about you really, but I guess advice or anything is just that, like, you're going to be happy. You will. No matter what, you're gonna have moments where you're gonna be like, I'm really happy right now. No matter where you live. And of course you're gonna be, like, sad to move. Yep, there you go again, playing Hades 2. I miss my friends in New York all the time. I have my friends Sarah and Bella and my friend Justin. Like, I miss these people so much. I would love to go see them, but I also am happy where I am here. I don't know where I'm going with any of this, really. Just that, like, things are gonna work out. Things always work out. Things will always get better. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna be content. Here's the thing. I don't want to say, like, you'll be happy, because, like, happiness is an extreme, the same way that sadness and anger and everything is an extreme. I try to just be content, because, you know, happiness will come and go, and sadness will too, and everything will, but it's good to just be you, with you, where you are, with yourself. Things are gonna be okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to say. This has been an amazing stream, and I'm really happy that I decided to stream more tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a couple more drawing streams. Or more than a couple, I'll try to just do more drawing streams in general, so I can provide this sort of experience for people, because this is really good. My cat just clawed me. Go disinfect that and wash that out if it was a cut, and then put a band-aid over it. I'm no medical expert, just, you know, I feel like that'd be a good idea. But yeah, thank you literally to everyone who showed up, everyone who was talking and chatting with me. This has been an amazing stream. I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming next. We'll see. But yeah, those are the cut. Okay, that's good. Literally, I'm yawning. I need to go to bed, you guys. Just a poke. Um, I was about to say like, comment, and subscribe. I've never said that in my life before. Actually, because I even had that thought, don't do it. Don't do any of those things. That was the most brain rotted thought I've ever had in my life. That one hurts a lot. Jesus, Muffin, you just got sleep. Muffin, I don't know if you've been watching or not. If you want, you can go back and watch. We just had like the most, like the deepest stream ever. Like, here's the thing, trigger warning, discussions of sexual abuse, self-harm, eating disorders, etc. We had a very deep stream. I know that you've, based on the fact that you comment on my stuff a lot, on my streams, I know that you tend to watch them in full, or at least to some extent. I think you would enjoy. We got very deep. Talked a lot about trauma and aromanticism. I'm gonna go to bed though. Thank you so much for everyone who came. I literally am gonna go pass out.